I didn't bother to get dressed because, girl, it's late in the midnight hour and God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. What am I talking about? I don't know. This is Boomerang. No, it's not. Yes, it is. We're going to do Boomerang first. Get this on out the way. Let me get my notes. So we have Drew from Everybody Hates Chris and Simone from Simone. And they in the bed. And I'm like, gotta be a dream. Got to be a dream. She says, turn over. He says, you turn over. He says, or no, yeah, she says, I asked you first or something like that. I'm still trying to find my notes. Hold on. And I'm sitting here thinking, turn over. I know what this about to be. How he didn't know what this was about to be. Turn over in a heterosexual relationship with the man turning over. Next thing you know, you see her tightening the straps on the strap-on, Jesus, and anal penetration. It's just, and he wakes up. Then he goes to the therapist, and the therapist says, well, you know, some men like it like that. Oh, baby, I like it like that. I haven't been able to sing that song with confidence since Cardi B put out her song because I don't want one of them young girls to pop up and say, now I like dollars, I like diamonds. I was just like, sis, it was a whole song before it was this song. I know you like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I know, but that's not the one I'm singing. Anyway, so the therapist gives him, you know, sex is about power, and maybe you yield your power over to Simone, and let's talk about your mama since we're talking about sex and power. And I'm just like, the correlation. The Correlanius. I didn't like it. But apparently his mama don't like him. A lot of our mamas don't like us, girl. It's just, it is what it is. But he says he feels like he loves his mother more than she loves him. We're gonna pray him through that. And long story short, girl, he just kind of feels wimpy. He feels powerless and light-skinned. And it, you know, bless his heart. Moving along, I forgot to mention that when he woke up from, you know, his anally penetrative dream, I had literally just turned off some rain sounds on I play my iPad while I sleep or whatever, and I had just woke up and I was like, let me watch this episode and get it to the girls. I had turned off the rain sounds and he said, Alexa, turn on rain sounds, and the rain sounds started playing over on the TV, and I was like, Lord Jesus, I could have just left my rain sounds on. He didn't have to waste his breath. I had them going already. Anyway, who cares? Moving along. Simone is stealing office supplies. She, you know, finds out that Crystal and Taquan Richmond, what's his name? Drew. Nope. Bryson and Crystal. She finds out that they have gotten the go-ahead for a project that was her idea. Like, girl, you quit. So what? You quit. What you want them to do? Not do stuff because you quit? Whatever. She feels some kind of way. The project is a movie. They're working on the advertisement for a movie. The movie is called Woke, or Stay Woke, or Be Woke, or Don't Sleep. Gwen Stefani. You know, it's something along those lines. And their first priority is to find a song that would fit with the trailer. And he tells her the plot of the movie is about a former Black Panther who becomes president, and then his daughter finds out that her real daddy is a white man who I guess was in the KKK. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, how you got your daughter and you got your mama. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because people gonna say, well, sis, look at you. And I'm gonna say, you know, valid. So I'm a hush for y'all come for me and my skin tone and my mama. Anyway, the plot is the girl starts killing folks or something. I don't know, girl. I don't care. It was a Get Out remix or a Black Klansman remix, something along those lines. And she hears that. And she decides, oh, well, I will get you a song for the blah, blah, blah. So she goes over to Lala Milan, La Scissorhands. What is Tia? and tells her, "You gonna have to start rapping or singing or something." And I'm like, why did you want, what potential did you see? Why did you want to be her agent / manager? Because you're doing it all at this point. And she don't do nothing. I'm so confused. What? When people, I've been signed to an agency. When I was a younger person, I did younger people things. And a part of that was child modeling. I went to the agency and my parents said, "Look at this beautiful baby. She's great. She can take pictures." And they signed me on the basis of taking pictures. And I took lots and lots and lots of pictures, shot commercials. It was a mess, honey. I feel like I just didn't have a lot of free time as a child because I was either at church or I was at the shoot. Doesn't matter. This is not therapy. What? Ooh. Oh, a revelation. I didn't have to do that to y'all. But the point is, they signed me to the agency to do something. I'm trying to figure out where Simone saw her friend and said, "I want 10% of whatever you make," but she didn't have a skill. So anyway, Simone talks Tia into rapping. Because Tia has heard of this movie and she loves it and she wants to be a part. So they get down to the studio, same day. And first of all, second of all, and third of all, Simone's velvet jacket, that gosh darn jacket. Woo! My God, today, my Heavenly Father right now, that jacket, that velvet blue, oh Jesus, it spoke to me. I almost started speaking in tongues when I saw that jacket. Jesus Christ. Holy God, that was a beautiful jacket. That garment spoke to me. It said, "Hey, you a broke hoe." And I said, "I know it." I'm aware. Thank you. But it reminded me, and I've always said this, when I get wealthy, I'm going to have multiple closets, but I'm going to have one closet specifically for velvet. Velvet. This is the velvet room. The velvet rope. Janet Jackson. Oh, that jacket. Ooh. God, that was a beautiful garment. Anyway, moving along. I just had to take a moment for that jacket. That thing spoke to me. Anyway, so they get to the studio and Tia's in there rapping, and her lip gloss was beautiful as well. That was a beautiful gloss. I was like, wow, I'm a big gloss girl. I don't really like lipstick because I have the perfect colored lips. We don't have to alter them. They're pink. They're beautiful. They're a great set of lips. But that gloss she had on, I was like, go forth, go out into the world and show them, spread this gloss to the girls. This is what it's about. Gloss and velvety jackets. That's my whole aesthetic in one. I don't have a velvety jacket, but I have a lot of gloss. I have great deals of gloss. Anyway, so they're in the studio. Tia starts rapping about, why am I going down to the police station and why am I getting arrested and shot? And honestly, I was like, okay, work. It went with what they were talking about the movie was about. Simone took it upon herself to say that she wanted basically a more ratchet song. And I'm like, you ain't hear when Drew from Everybody Hates Chris told you? I should stop calling him that. He probably don't want to be called that. Bryson. When Bryson told you what the plot of this movie was, it wasn't about shaking butt. It wasn't twerking and carrying on. But then you have her tell Tia, no, we go in there and smile, have a good time, have fun. And Tia was like, no, that's not what the movie's about. But I guess, girl. And I don't understand why you paying her, Tia. You paying her. She not paying your bills. She helping you get jobs, but you pay. Anyway, whatever. She went in there and she was rapping about, hey, and take your girl, have her back it up on me and all of this. And I was like, okay. I hate it. And then she did the Nicki Minaj, I don't know why you girls bother at this point. Like, give it up. It's me. I win. You lose. Ha 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 ha. She gave the standard female rapper, I'm that girl. And so I'm going to talk mess about all the other girls on this song. And Simone was like, yes, this is it. This is the one. This is what we love. This is what we need. And they called Bryson down and they wouldn't tell Bryson whose song was whose. And Bryson picked his because it went with the theme of the song. And Simone felt some kind of way about it. And I don't understand. Like, she was like, you really gonna pick? Like, yeah, girl, because the first one go with what we talked about. This other one, it's a cute little banger for, the club, like, ow, or whatever. But Did you hear him tell you the plot of the movie? Black Panther, KKK, murder, president, you know, all of that. Where did you think? Well, let me put out a thought anthem. Whatever. Anyway, Bryson, you know, Tia tells Bryson, stand up in your power. And he was like, yeah, we're going with the second one. Yeah. And then he, you know, is walking off, and Simone is like, well, where you going? He's like, I got shit to do. And he walks on off. And she felt some kind of way. She like bit her lip, and I'm like, oof, ugh, the ghetto, gross. He got, like, he has things to do. Like, stop biting your lip, stop. Anyway, moving along to the next episode, episode 4. We get a phone call from an unknown number. It's Tay. Who is Tay? I don't know at this point, but it's her. She got this lavender wig on, and she's doing her thing. And she, you know, she's on a payphone, so obviously she's in some sort of a confinement. She tells Simone, hey girl, so I had done got drunk and was fighting with Devontae or whatever his name is, and the helper next door called the police, so I'm in here in the drunk tank, and I'm not even really that drunk. But I'm gonna need $2,000 bail, and I'm gonna need you to drive an hour and a half to come get me. Appreciate it. So Simone takes it upon herself to bust up in Lala's room, Tia's room, and I'm sitting here like, when did she move in? I mean, okay, but when did I miss something? She in there with a stud. I didn't catch the stud's name, so we just gonna call her Stud whole episode. So sorry. So sorry about it. Stud and Tia in there, and, you know, about to get into the throes of passion. And Simone tells Tia, Tay done got, you know, arrested. Stud asked the question I was wondering. Who's Tay? Tia says that's Simone's god sister, blah, blah, blah. So Stud says, y'all can take my car, because apparently there was, you know, there's car trouble. Yeah, but, you know, we ain't out. I understand. I'm sitting in my car right now. Watch me put the key. I'm going to take the key, put it in the ignition. I'm going to turn. Watch what happens. I'm going to turn again. Watch. Nothing. Dead. D-E-A-D. So I understand, and I appreciated Stud for offering up her car like that. That was so nice. But then she didn't want to take them. She was like, y'all can take my car. But then she immediately, like 2 seconds later, was aggravated that they wanted to take her car. And I'm like, don't offer. Anyway, whatever. So the car is ugly. It's a hoopty. It's a mess. They go to get Crystal. You know, our auntie Crystal. And it just, I don't understand why when they pulled up at Crystal's and she said, do y'all want to take my car? They didn't just say, yeah. I would even say, yeah, because let's look at it from Stud's point of view. Even if she wanted to be cocky and be like, you know, you think you better than me, my mind would say, dang, she thinks she better than me, but also I don't have to pay for gas if we don't take my car. So let's take her car. And we would have all hopped out of my car and hopped into her car, and that would have been that. But no, they take Stud's car. They get to the gas station, and then the car won't start. And it's just like, girl, y'all should have took Crystal's car. You should have took Crystal's car. But then I find out a little later, her car 99, so it probably ain't much better. Because this car 96, and it's, bless her heart. Anyway, so we get the backstory on Stud, and, you know, it's like, how long y'all been together? And they say 3 weeks. And I said, how gay? How homosexual? Lesbians, honey, it takes them a week and a half before they engaged. Give them a month, they have had 3 children. Like, what is going on? Honey, it'd be so swift. I talk to my friend. I'm like, hey girl, what's going on? Oh, nothing, just single out here living a single life. We don't talk for 2 days. The next time I talk to her, hey girl, you know, how's it going? Well, you know, me and my Stud's been broke up. Girl, when did you have when? I just talked to you 2 days ago. You were single. You done y'all done moved in together. Y'all done got a cat. This Stud done adopted your baby. Like, what is going on? Now y'all done broke up. Y'all fist fought in the parking lot at the Applebee's. Like, what is going on? They closed out Applebee's, but listen, I have seen plenty of Stud fist fighting in the parking lot at the Applebee's. Who cares? Whatever. Anyway. But yeah, 3 weeks. This lesbian works at, I guess, the T-Mobile or the Boost Mobile or the Metro PCS or something, and hooked you up with a tablet and a phone. Because they work at the phone store. They work security, or they working in somebody's kitchen somewhere. That's the main. Every lesbian I know, most of them work at the phone store, and that's just that on that. Anywho, you can tell that this is the work of Lena Waithe, because the homosexuality, TEA, is on point. Usually you have straight writers writing gay characters, and it's like, you know, like stereotypical. Like on How to Get Away with Murder, when Connor was running around being a gay man sleeping with everybody. Like that's what, yeah, I guess. That's what we know, what we all know about gay men, is that, honey, they gets down when they want them. But this show and the way they write these lesbians, you know, lesbians had something to do with it. Anyway, girl, they get down to the jail. This whole scene I didn't understand. They get down to the jail. Simone says, hey, we looking for Tay, you know, whatever Tay's name is. And the officer said, oh, she got bailed out. She got bailed out by Devontae Jones. I'm like, now I personally have never gone down to bail nobody out. You go to jail, that's just you, baby. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I've had a nigga text me like, I'm in jail, or call, I'm about to go to jail. You gonna come back? No. I wish you the best. Do I need to call your mom and see if she can get you out? We're not that close. We're not that close. I won't be able to do it. I appreciate the call, the courtesy, so I won't be looking for you for the next few days. Am I gonna bail you out? I'm not. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Click. I just am not that girl. But anyway, it didn't seem logical to me. And somebody, one of y'all blacks that's been in jail or had to bail somebody out of jail, let me know. Do they be telling the tea like that? Do they say, oh, she was bailed out by Damika Johnson? Johnson. J-O-N-E-S-O Johnson. Like, is that what they do? That seems illegal. And Simone says, well, where did they go? And I'm trying to figure out, again, forgive my ignorance. I have not been taken to the station. I'm not going to tell you I ain't never been handcuffed, but I'm going to tell you I've never been taken down to a police station. When you leaving the police station, do you say, all right, y'all, thank y'all for for hosting me at this, this jail function. I'm about to go on down to the Popeye's chicken and I'm taking it on to the house. Like, do you tell the folks at the jail where you going? She said, where did they go? The officer said, I'm not supposed to divulge that information. And I'm saying, like, when you pick up somebody for jail, and it's just your standard, everyday come pick up from the jailhouse and it's gonna be all right situation, I just can't imagine the folks saying, well, all right, I'm going on down to, we gonna go to Target real quick. I'm low on body wash. Then we gonna go. Like, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. I can only imagine. The police knowing your address or like where you about to be if you on house arrest and you can't be nowhere else. I can't imagine it any other way. Whatever, child. Anyway, the police officer says she cannot divulge this information, and Simone says, you let her get bailed out with the man she was fighting with. What if something happened to her? That's y'all's fault. That's on y'all. And the police officer gets a heart and writes down on a sticky note where they at. And then they drive to the woods. I'm like, did the police officer send them to the woods? Did Tay tell the police she was just going to the woods? What does this mean? What a strange. Anyway, so they check her Instagram. She at a party. So they get over to the party. I'm like, again, I don't have friends and I don't go to parties. Did she put the address of the party on? How they get to they get to the party. Simone says, somebody cooking greens? I'm like, wait a minute. What kind of college party? They cooking greens at the party? That's my kind of carrying on. Greens. Yes, God. Anyway, I could go for some greens right now. Me and my mom was just talking about greens. I could do some greens. I could. Some chicken, a little sausage link, some greens, macaroni, obviously. Didn't even need to say it. Y'all know. I could do that. I might do that tomorrow. Run on down to the restaurant and get me a little portion. Anyway, so they at this party. They see Tay. Every time I see Tay, I just want to tell her, you know how I'm on tangents galore. You know how in Scary Movie when the girl from The Ring comes out the TV and Regina Hall says, Cindy, the TV's leaking. I want to tell Tay, your wig's lifting, in that same voice. Sweetie, it's coming up, right? Just right in here. It's just, there's a rise. There's a rise. Let the glory of the wig, hey, rise among us. And I just want to tell her, sweetness, just, I know you've had a rough couple of days. It's been rough, but your wig's lifting. It's coming up. We need to do something about it. Anyway, she's sitting on the boy's lap. Simone yanks her up. Nah, I know you're not sitting on this little lap. Do. Ooh, I got so country. What happened to me just? Oh God, my Decatur roots leapt forth. Anyway, she was like, you sitting on this man's lap, blah, blah, blah. And Tay, being stupid, is like, it was just a misunderstanding. He thought that was his play cousin. It's all good. I overreacted. And I'm like, does that sound logical to you, Tay? You don't make wise choices. We know, because you called from the drunk take with your wig lifting. But does that sound logical to you? Anyway, Simone says, get your stuff and let's go. Let us leave. Some kind of way, Stud and Tia done found themselves in the midst of a spades game. I don't know nothing about spades, so that didn't entice me at all. I was bored looking at it. They was talking about books and cutting hearts, and I'm saying, like, I don't know nothing about. And they was having a full conversation. It was like 2 or 3 minutes of the episode was them talking about spades, and I'm just like, ooh, the ghetto. Not saying the spades is ghetto, but I don't identify. Then you have Simone. Apparently, it's the anniversary of her and David's wedding, or the anniversary of their divorce. It's their divorce anniversary. Do you know what today is? Hey, it's our divorce anniversary. Ha! I could celebrate one of them. I love a good divorce. That sounds bitter, but I do. Not that I love divorce, but I love when women who were formally bound, and even men who were formally bound, get shed, as my great-great-grandfather said, of these niggas. And then they just be free. The girls get divorced. They start having parties. Come on over to the house. I done made greens, beans, potatoes. Like, they be having potlucks. I love my mama. My mama's middle-aged. If she's watching this, she's going to hate that I said that. She has a lot of friends, and she has also been divorced. And it's like, when the girls get divorced, it's a party. It's a party. Come on over to the house. I'm divorced. I love it. I do. I love it. Because they celebrate. Why is she coming out? She is out here. She got these shoes. My mama, she got her hand out up in the air, her foot in the air. Like, what is she? She's on the last part of my nerves. I love her so much. She coming over. Anyway, they done got divorced. You gonna run an errand? Let the door down. But I needed to. Yeah, that's fine. By the time you get through, we'll be back. Y'all are aggravating me. Well, I didn't know it was going. Why you don't just unlock the front door and take this with you? Because we can get in through the front. Then why trying to help you? But when I'm going in the house, I can press the button. You just came over here to meddle. No, I didn't, because he's going to pull out and let the door down. Then you would have to walk around. I was just helping. Why is he going to let the door down when I'm right here? That's the thing. I'll take it, but it's a weird. Yeah, you know. Tell the girls, hey. Oh. You just came. I know you came over here to meddle here with your I'm meddling walk up, and you were swinging. I'm just fabulous. No. You came over here to harass me. I am not my auntie. Let the door down. Bye. Watch your toes. I'm pressing the button. Ain't nothing happening. The bottom button, because it acts a fool. I don't want you to fall out. Now see, she almost fell off the curb. She just... I don't know. I don't know. Anybody want a mama? I got one. Anywho, where was I? Divorce anniversary. So Simone trying to like get her Mac on. She's sitting in the kitchen, standing in the kitchen talking to a nigga named Kunta that looked like a Tyler Perry character. I told y'all, she sounds like a Tyler Perry character. Like sometimes she just gets into this moment where she's over enunciating, and it's, you know, I thought I was going to be a wife until I had to stop pretending or something she said. And I was just like, oh, this is Tyler Perry. Perily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in thy name, he will give it you. That was my favorite scripture when I was a child. It don't start with perily. It starts with verily. Y'all don't care. Y'all didn't come here for Bible study. Anyway, so she eating it. It was greens and green beans and yams and mashed potatoes and stuff in their kitchen, and she was eating it because Kunta cooked it, and he was talking about how he wanted to be a football, or he didn't want to be a football player, but he big and black, so his mom and daddy said be a football player. I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention. I was really looking at the plate, trying to see what all was on. It looked like she had a little rice, some green beans. Anyway, we see Simone and Tay's wig sitting outside smoking a blunt, as you do on the porch out in a state where weed is not legal. Niggas love to be out on the porch smoking weed. And they had this conversation about how Simone didn't say anything. She saw that Crystal wasn't sure about getting married on her wedding day, and she didn't say nothing. And Taya's like, well, say something now. And I'm like, oh, so you can be profound when you wanna. You can. You just you act up. What is this? What are you doing? And it was like a nice little moment, I guess, with sisters. I don't know. I found out that Crystal's supposed to be 26. I beg the difference. They done ran that bird. There was a bird sitting on the light post, and the bird was just sitting there minding his business. These other two birds and came and pushed him off the post. How rude and disrespectful. While I'm thinking about it, and this is totally off subject, can y'all teach y'all? You know how you teach kids that birds fly south for the winter? Can y'all teach the kids that are in the South that the birds fly to them for the winter? Because it took me till I was about 10 or 11 to realize, oh yeah, the reason I see birds all winter is because I'm in the South that the birds fly to. Ain't no more South. They fly south. I'm in the South. They don't go to Peru. they come here. Anyway, off subject. But yeah. Next thing we know, honey, we see well, yeah, I don't buy that Crystal's supposed to be 26. Not because she doesn't look old, but she just carries herself like a growner woman. I would give her 35, 36, somewhere in there. I would. And I know from my behavior, a lot of people would give me 35, 36. I'm just 24. You know, I have a young face, a youthful face, but I act old. So I get it. I understand. When I'm not saying nothing, people think, oh, are you going to prom this year? No, girl. That was a smooth 7 years ago. I done graduated 7 years ago. What are you talking about? What is going on between the sheets in my home? Anyway, so yeah, next thing we see is Tay and Devontae, who I've named him Devontae. I don't know. I have an ex-boyfriend named Devontae. So every ignorant nigga gonna be Devontae. He's my best friend now, but every ignorant nigga I see's name is gonna be Devontae from henceforth. Hey Vaughn. Anywho, I don't know if he's watching, but whatever. Hey, nigga. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about Devon. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we see her throwing clothes, and apparently he was back in the DMs, and I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. But she mad, and Simone grabs her and says, let's go. So they getting ready to go. I forgot to mention that when she was ready to go before, Crystal talked her into staying at the, I don't know, girl. You have to watch the episode. I'm getting bored. I am, and it's getting dark, so I got to hurry up. But Crystal talks her into staying at the party, and that's why they didn't leave initially. But now the party's over, let's go. So they leaving. And you see Tay walking out with Simone, Crystal, Stud, and Tia. And Devontae grabs her by her arm and yanks her back. And I was like, ooh, I wish a nigga would. I really wish a nigga would. I want a nigga to try something like that with me. I do, because I'm always ready to fight. I love it. It's a passion of mine. But anyway, he yanks her back, and Simone is like 1 foot tall, and she be in everybody's face. And I just be like, girl, the ghetto. Sweetie, all they have to do is go like this, and you out. You and your bob wig will be flying in 2 different directions. Niece, you're little. It's like my best friend. She's little, and she be rolling up. She don't. She's rolled up on me, but we best friends. So it's like, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, it's like, niece, you're small. You can't. But she got all in his face, and then he started hollering about something, and Stud punched her in the face. I don't know. And that was the end of the episode. That was it. So like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Ooh, I haven't said that in quite a while. And I'll catch y'all in, what is this, Star, that I'm finna record next. Peace.